lenders, FHA loans. What are the three primary types of loans that we have? Anybody know? Patrick, what's the three primary types of loans you're going to see? Yeah.
FHA, conventional, short conventional.
And then VA. There you go. So conventional, FHA, and VA. The differences are that you're going to have two mark boxes on your world for conventional. One's insured conventional, which means you did not put 20% down. One is regular, just conventional, and that means you did put at least 20% down. But same rules apply. FHA and VA. Benefits of VA is that it's a lot of times, or all the time, a 0% down program for veterans. A lot of times they have super low interest rates. But FHA and VA both have inspection requirements that are done by an appraiser. Did you catch that? There are inspection requirements done by an appraiser. All lenders, when they order an appraisal, the appraiser is going to do a few things. For conventional, looking for the three S's: safety, soundness, and security. Okay, safety, security, soundness. Those are the three S's that a conventional lender is looking for. If you've got a wall, if your whole house is leaning like this, they're not gonna, the appraiser's going to go, we're not loaning on this house. Okay, if all your walls are like this, no windows are broken, locks work, drywall's not open, you know, there's flooring down, I mean, conventional is going to go. It doesn't have to be perfect. FHA, you can find them on the government website. That appraiser is going to get in the attic, take pictures of how deep the insulation is. He's going to walk around the house, going to look at the roof. If the roof looks like there's no life left on it, he's going to tell them that. If there's no carpet or flooring in a room, you're going to tell them that. If the siding's falling off the house, if there's unpainted wood outside, like on trim wood, they're going to say that has to be fixed. These are all requirements before the loan happens. So does the seller have to fix those things for an FHA loan or a VA loan? The answer? No, they do not. It is not their responsibility what loan the buyer has. If they've got a buyer on the hook and they want to sell their house, they probably ought to think about fixing them. But the reality is they don't have to fix them. Okay? These are requirements. Maybe the things that came through would have gone if it was a conventional loan, because that buyer has bad credit or low down payment money. They had to go FHA or VA, or FHA in that case most of the time. So that's not my fault as the seller, that's your fault as the buyer. So if you want this stuff fixed, pay me more money for my house and I'll gladly fix it so you can then get your loan. Okay, so you can kind of push that back onto the buyer. So FHA loans, VA loans, they're going to require repairs at times. And I just went through a handful of them. FHA won't allow a wet basement. You got a wet basement? Good luck getting an FHA loan. You better dry that sucker out before he shows up. If you have, if you're looking at a foreclosure with a client, they want to buy foreclosed houses, but for some reason they're on an FHA loan, you better not show them one that doesn't have any carpet down. It's just a slab floor that's open concrete. You're not going to get it. You got a VA buyer who wants to get some built-in equity, do some of his own handyman work, and he goes to a house and all the trim is chipping and peeling on the outside of the house. Don't even show it to him. Send him the link to the VA website where it shows, and say, look at the pictures, look at this requirement list, blankety blank. Furnace doesn't work. Okay, sorry, no FHA, no VA. Cooler doesn't have to work. Cooler. Air conditioner doesn't have to work. That's not a requirement in Indiana, probably anywhere. But heat does have to work. Water has to work. Water has to be on. So if you're in a foreclosure and the water's not on and the bank won't let you turn it on, no VA or FHA, because they're going to come in and do it. And crazy enough, you're going to have done an inspection. You're going to potentially have made it through the inspection period and agreed on stuff. Then the appraiser shows up and does another inspection to see if it passes the rules for FHA and VA. Questions? So, she was just going, that's what was happening there. Okay, so that's FHA, that's the required repairs. Required repairs means required to get the loan, not required that the seller has to do them. So you can't be mad at the seller. Most agents act like it's the seller's responsibility. They act like you have to do this stuff. They act like, well, yeah, they require these repairs. I'm like, yes, they're requiring them for you to get your loan. Not for us to sell our house, because we'll just ditch you and we'll go find another buyer. Okay? So when you're dealing with it, you're negotiating these in with the seller. You might act like they're their responsibility to see if their agent doesn't know as much as you, but it's not their responsibility to fix it, because they'll find another buyer, or they'll raise the price. Well, yeah, great, no problem, we'll fix it. We'll raise the price $5,000 and I'll put a furnace in. So that's how those work. They're not hard. Don't be scared of FHA and VA. Just when you're walking around a house, go read the list online. Go read the list of required repairs or things that have to be a certain way, so you're aware. So when you're taking your buyer to the property, you're like, okay, well they're gonna have to paint all that trim, or we gotta go to buy the house. They're gonna have to put carpet in this room, or we're not gonna go to buy a house. Furnace doesn't work. They're gonna have to fix that. We're not gonna go to buy the house. You go to a bank, don't even take them there. FHA loans, VA loans, don't even go unless it's a great foreclosure. Somehow some rich